Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to JK SST classes. Hope you all are fit and fine and enjoying your studies with SST classes. Guys, it's a very crucial time. Our country and the whole world is facing the danger of coronavirus. So at this time we are not able to go to school to continue our study activities, and that's why we have decided to provide the whole knowledge through online classes. And guys, one more thing, still it is not sure that when our schools will reopen. So there is no need to think that it's time for entertainment, it's time for enjoying through other activities, gaming and other nonsense things. Guys, I'm ensuring you that there is a limited time for preparing all these kind of things. If you will waste this time, then time will waste you. It's a general proverb that if you waste the time, time will waste you. Okay, so don't waste your time, utilize it, otherwise there will be nothing left rather than regret. Okay, so guys, in the last video we were discussing about Sawai Jai Singh II, Sawai Jai Singh or Jai Singh II. Along with that, we also discussed about Rav Amar Singh Rathod. We discussed that Jai Singh was a great Rajput ruler who did a lot for the development of astrology, art, literature, and along with that, he is also famous because of the construction of Jaipur city. Okay, after that we discussed about Amar Singh Rathod, and we discussed that Amar Singh Rathod was a great brave Rajput warrior. Okay, and the bravery that he shown in the Red Fort is eternal. Okay, means everlasting. Now after that, the economic capital of our country is Bombay. Mumbai, which is situated in Maharashtra, or we can say that the state capital of Maharashtra. Okay, Maharashtra, which is having a very important role in the Indian economy. If we talk about the cotton clothes, production of sugarcane, production of sugar, along with that production of cotton and minerals, rivers, different kind of elements are there related with Maharashtra. So guys, here we are going to discuss about the history of this Maharashtra state. If you can get me, then you know very well about which person I would like to talk here. Yeah, you are right. It was Shivaji. So guys, Shivaji was a great Maratha warrior. He was related with the Deccan Plateau region, the region of Maharashtra. Okay, guys, if we talk about this Maharashtra region, then it is situated in the south western part of the Deccan Plateau. The people are sound built physical strength, and along with that they are brave. Means here we are talking about the Marathas. Okay, so as per their history, they are sound physical built, and along with that they are brave, they are strong, they are great warriors. And the most important role to establish an independent empire was played by the Shivaji, or we can say that Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, so in the 15th and 16th century, bhakti moment, or we can say that the religious moment was started from South India. In this moment, Eknath, Tukaram played a very important, Samarth Swami Ramdas, they played a very important role to spread the notion of social equality, and along with that they also spread that the idea that to achieve God, except bhakti, except devotion, there was nothing important. Means they all opposed the ritualism. Okay, so in this way they paved the path of unity, and after that this unity was finally centralized, imbibed by Shivaji. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about the great warrior, the great Maratha warrior Shivaji Maharaj, who gave the slogan Atak se Katak tak Bhagwa Samrajya. It was a slogan given by Shivaji. Okay, so let's begin our discussion about Shivaji, the great Maratha warrior. Okay, so the time of Shivaji was from 1627 to 1680. Shivaji was the founder of the great Maratha empire, or we can say that he was the founder of Maratha power. Okay, so the religious unity or the social unity which was established by the Bhakti movement was converted into a great empire, or we can say that it was converted into a great military by Shivaji. Okay, Shivaji, who took birth on 20th April 1627 at Sivaner Fort. Okay, his father was Sahaji Bhosle and mother, the first wife of Sahaji Bhosle, Jijabai. Okay, can you get me? Shivaji's father was Sahaji Bhosle and his mother was Jijabai, the first wife of Sahaji Bhosle. Okay, Sahaji Bhosle was a feudal under the Bijapur state, and Sahaji married with another woman named Tukabai Mohite. Tukabai Mohite, and that's why Jijabai was not residing with Sahaji Bhosle. Okay, Shivaji was reared by Dadaji Kondev, okay, who was the local patronage of Shivaji, Dadaji Kondev. Okay, and the guru of his mother Jijabai, Samarth Swami Ramdas. Okay, Samarth Swami Ramdas. Are you getting me? तो सिंपल सा पॉइंट ये है, शिवाजी का जन्म 20th अप्रैल 1627 में सिवनेर फोर्ट में हुआ था. इट इज़ वेरी इजी टू लर्न. शिवाजी सिवनेर, शिवाजी सिवनेर, शिवाजी सिवनेर. 20th अप्रैल 1627 शिवाजी का जन्म हुआ था. शिवाजी के फादर का नाम शाहजी भोसले एंड मदर नेम जीजाबाई था. ओके, शाहजी भोसले ने तुकाबाई मोहिते से एक और मैरिज की थी. दैट्स वाई जीजाबाई वॉज नॉट स्टेइंग विद शाहजी. ओके, एंड जीजाबाई और शिवाजी शाहजी के साथ में नहीं रहते थे. इज दैट क्लियर? शाहजी भोसले बीजापुर सुल्तान के अंडर एक फेडरल थे. इफ वी टॉक अबाउट द रियरिंग ऑफ शिवाजी, यानी उनके लालन पोषण की बात की जाए तो शिवाजी का लालन पालन जो था वो दादाजी कौंडदेव एंड समर्थ स्वामी रामदास ने किया था, हु वॉज द गुरु ऑफ हिज मदर जीजाबाई. ओके, एंड बोथ ऑफ दीज पर्सन्स, और वी कैन से दैट बोथ ऑफ दीज ग्रेट लेजेंड्स gave Shivaji an education of sacrifice for the motherland, or we can say that to sacrifice all the assets फॉर द सिक्योरिटी ऑफ मदरलैंड, यानी अपनी मातृभूमि के लिए सब कुछ बलिदान करने की शिक्षा दादाजी कोंडदेव और समर्थ स्वामी रामदास ने दी थी. सो इन दिस वे वी कैन से दैट फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड शिवाजी वॉज in the hands of great personalities, and that's why his childhood personality was developed in all the manners. Okay, after that, if we talk about the different kind of wars, and we can say that the different kind of expansion activities of Shivaji, okay, then these activities started from the age of 12 years. Okay, Shivaji took Pune Jagir from his father Sahaji Bhosle in the age of 12 years. Okay, यानी शिवाजी ने पूना की जागीर अपने फादर से 12 ईयर की एज में सबसे पहले प्राप्त की थी. ओके, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्सिबल वर्क ऑफ शिवाजी. ओके, यानी पहला जिम्मेदारी भरा काम था. सो इन द एज ऑफ 12 ईयर्स शिवाजी टुक Pune Jagir or the Pune region from his father Sahaji Bhosle. Okay, after that the most important thing, the beginning of invasions. Okay, so the first invasion of Shivaji was in the age of 19 years. Okay, or we can say that in 1646. Okay, with his Mawal comrades, or we can say that with Maratha comrades, Shivaji conquered Toran Fort. Okay, Toran Fort situated near Pune. सिंपल सा पॉइंट ये है कि 19 ईयर्स की एज में 1646 में मैवल कॉमरेड्स की या मराठा साथियों की हेल्प से शिवाजी ने तोरण फोर्ट कॉन्कर्ड किया था इन सिचुएटेड नियर पुणे. तोरण फोर्ट जो पुणे के पास में था, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट विक्ट्री ऑफ शिवाजी इन द एज ऑफ 19 ईयर्स, और वी कैन से दैट इन 1646 कॉमन एरा. इज दैट क्लियर गाइज? ओके, आफ्टर दैट इन द सेम ईयर in 1646 Shivaji snatched the region of Raigad and Chakan. Okay, Raigad and Chakan, and in 1647 the region of Baramati, Indrapur, Singhgad, and Purandar Fort. Okay, and Purandar Fort. All these regions were occupied by Shivaji or snatched by Shivaji from Bijapur Sultan. Okay, so in simple terms we can say that in 1646 Shivaji snatched the region of Raigad and Chakan, and in 1647 the region of Baramati, Indrapur, Singhgad and Purandar, or we can say that forts of Raigad, Chakan, Baramati, Indrapur, Singhgad and Purandar were snatched away by Shivaji from the Bijapur Sultan. Is that clear guys? The region of Raigad and Chakan, and along with that Baramati, Indrapur, Singhgad and Purandar Fort. Okay, so because of all these activities of Shivaji, the Sultan of Bijapur got annoyed. Okay, the Sultan of Bijapur got annoyed, and that's why he appointed Afzal Khan in 1649. Okay, the Sultan of Bijapur sent Afzal Khan to crush Shivaji in 1649. Afzal Khan in 1649. तो सिंपल टर्म्स में ये समझना है कि 1646 में शिवाजी ने रायगढ़, चकान, 1647 में बारामती, इंद्रपुर, सिंहगढ़ और पुरंदर फोर्ट्स को ऑक्यूपाई किया था. कहाँ से? बीजापुर सुल्तान से. इन सारे फोर्ट्स को स्नैच्ड अवे किया था फ्रॉम बीजापुर सुल्तान. So in this way, because of all these activities of empire expansion of Shivaji, बीजापुर सुल्तान got annoyed. Okay, और फ्यूरियस होने की वजह से उसने 1649 में अपॉइंट किया अफजल खान को. किस लिए? टू क्रॉस शिवाजी, टू डोमिनेट शिवाजी. ओके, अफजल खान tried to betray Shivaji by and peace talk, or we can say that a meeting was organized by Afzal Khan for a treaty talk, for a peace talk, and he tried to betray Shivaji there. Finally, Afzal Khan was assassinated by Shivaji. Is that clear, guys? Okay. After that, the next point is related with Aurangzeb and Shivaji's struggle. Okay, that was the first phase of Shivaji's struggle, and now here we are going to discuss about the second phase of Shivaji's struggle related with Aurangzeb from Bijapur's Sultan. Okay, after that, in 1656 Common Era, Shivaji made Raigad as his capital. Okay, Shivaji established Raigad as his capital. The Sultan of Bijapur became annoyed with all these activities of expansion led by Shivaji, and that's why he decided to cross Shivaji. And for cursing Shivaji, he appointed Afzal Khan in 1659. Okay, Afzal Khan was appointed by the Sultan of Bijapur in 1659, and Afzal Khan was appointed to cross Shivaji, to demolish the power of Shivaji. Okay, Afzal Khan fought a war with Shivaji, and when he was not capable enough to defeat Shivaji, then he tried to kill Shivaji decisively. Okay, means he tried to betray Shivaji by a peace talk, and in this way Afzal Khan was assassinated by Shivaji. Means when Afzal Khan tried to kill Shivaji, Shivaji killed Afzal Khan. Meanwhile, at the same time, he was killed by Shivaji. Is that clear? तो सिंपल सा पॉइंट ये है कि शिवाजी की जो भी एक्टिविटीज़ ऑफ एम्पायर एक्सपेंशन थी, यानी शिवाजी ने रायगढ़, चकान, बारामती, इंद्रपुर, सिंहगढ़ और पुरंदर फोर्ट्स को जीता था अफजल खान से. शिवाजी ने 1656 में रायगढ़ को अपनी कैपिटल बनाया था, और शिवाजी की सारी जो एम्पायर एक्सटेंशन एक्टिविटीज़ थी उनकी वजह से बीजापुर सुल्तान एनॉयड हो गया, फ्यूरियस हो गया, एंड दैट्स व्हाई ही सेंट अफजल खान. ओके, अफजल खान शिवाजी को डिफीट नहीं कर सका, तो उसने शिवाजी को बाय बिट्रेयल, धोखे से मारने की कोशिश की, एंड एट द सेम टाइम अफजल खान वाज असैसिनेटेड बाय शिवाजी. इज दैट क्लियर? ओके. आफ्टर दैट, here we are going to discuss about the second phase of Shivaji's struggle. Okay, so at first Shivaji was struggling with the Sultan of Bijapur, and after that the second phase of his struggle started, which was related with Mughal emperor. Okay, Mughal emperor Aurangzeb. So guys, Mughal emperor Aurangzeb wanted to conquer the region of South India, but the rising power of Shivaji was a great challenge in front of Aurangzeb. So to demolish the power of Shivaji, at first Aurangzeb appointed Shaista Khan in 1663 Common Era, but Shaista Khan occupied the Pune region, okay, which was the central part of Shivaji's state. So that was occupied by Shaista Khan. Shivaji invaded Shaista Khan in the night, and Shaista Khan fled away after losing one son and 3 fingers of his hand. Okay, so the point is struggle between the Mughal Empire and Shivaji. Okay, So at first, to crush the power of, to demolish the power of Shivaji, Aurangzeb sent Shaista Khan, okay, Shaista Khan, which fled away because of the invasion of Shivaji, which he made in the night on the camp of Shaista Khan. Okay, Shaista Khan occupied the Pune region, which was the central part for Shivaji's state. Okay, तो शाइस्ता खान को 1663 में औरंगजेब ने अपॉइंट किया था शिवाजी की पावर को डिमोलिश करने के लिए। शाइस्ता खान ने शिवाजी के एम्पायर के सेंट्रल पार्ट को, पुणे को ऑक्यूपाई कर लिया। शिवाजी ने शाइस्ता खान के ऊपर मिडनाइट में अटैक किया, जिसके बाद शाइस्ता खान अपना एक सन और अपनी 3 फिंगर्स को खोकर के वहाँ से फ्लैड अवे हो गया, वहाँ से चला गया, भाग गया। ओके, आफ्टर दैट औरंगजेब अपॉइंटेड द मोस्ट trustworthy Mughal courtiers to crush the power of Shivaji, to demolish the power of Shivaji, that was Mirza Raja Jai Singh or Jai Singh first, the ruler of Amer. Okay, so Mirza Raja Jai Singh was appointed. Mirza Raja Jai Singh was appointed to demolish, means you can say that to defeat Shivaji, Aurangzeb appointed Mirza Raja Jai Singh or Jai Singh first. Along with that, he also sent Diler Khan. Okay, along with Mirza Raja Jai Singh, he also sent दिलेर खान। तो सिंपल सा पॉइंट ये कि 1663 में शाइस्ता खान अपॉइंट किया गया, ही वॉज डिफीटेड बाय शिवाजी, सो फाइनली मिर्जा राजा जय सिंह वॉज अपॉइंटेड इन 1664। एक्चुअल पॉइंट ये था कि बैटल ऑफ धर्मत जो हुआ था, सक्सेसिव बैटल आफ्टर द डिथ्रोनमेंट ऑफ शाहजहां, बैटल ऑफ धर्मत में जय सिंह ने सपोर्ट किया था दारा को। ओके, एंड दैट्स वाई औरंगजेब जो था उसको जय सिंह के ऊपर फुल ट्रस्ट नहीं था, एंड दैट्स वाई ही अपॉइंटेड दिलेर खान ऑल्सो, मीन्स ही वॉज डाउटेड जय सिंह। डाउट ये था कि कहीं जय सिंह शिवाजी के साथ में जॉइन हैंड नहीं कर ले, मतलब शिवाजी के साथ में हाथ नहीं मिला ले। ओके, सो दैट्स वाई ही ऑल्सो सेंट दिलेर खान अलॉन्ग विथ जय सिंह। Is that clear? So Mirza Raja Jai Singh was appointed to demolish the power of Shivaji, the most powerful Mughal commander. Okay, Mirza Raja Jai Singh. Mirza Raja Jai Singh occupied most of the forts of Shivaji, and finally Shivaji was surrounded by the Mughal army at Purandar Fort. Okay, Shivaji was surrounded by the Mughal army at Purandar Fort. So Shivaji had no option rather than to sign the treaty. So finally the Treaty of Purandar was signed between Mirza Raja Jai Singh and Shivaji in 1665. Now the question is, which were the major provisions related with the Treaty of Purandar, which was signed in 1665? Okay, so this treaty was signed between Mirza Raja Jai Singh and Shivaji, and as per the provisions of this treaty, Shivaji handed over his 23 forts out of 35 to Mughals, okay, or we can say that to Jai Singh. And in this way, now only 12 forts were remaining for Shivaji. Okay, as the second provision of this treaty, Shivaji's son Shaji Bhosle was appointed as a 5,000 Mansabdar in the Mughal court. Along with that, Jai Singh also promised Shivaji that Aurangzeb would make him the viceroy of the Mughal states in South India, or we can say that in the Deccan region. So major three provisions were there in this Treaty of Purandar, which was signed between Shivaji and Jai Singh. तो 1664 में जय सिंह को अपॉइंट किया गया अलॉन्ग विद दिलेर खान. जय सिंह ने शिवाजी को डिफीट किया एंड शिवाजी वॉज सराउंडेड बाय जय सिंह इन द पुरंदर फोर्ट. ओके, यानी पुरंदर फोर्ट चारों से एनसर्कल्ड था जय सिंह के द्वारा. दैट्स वाई शिवाजी के पास में कोई ऑप्शन नहीं था rather than to sign the treaty. तो फाइनली ट्रीटी ऑफ पुरंदर वॉज साइंड इन 1665. इसके मेजर प्रोविजंस क्या थे? शिवाजी हैंडेड ओवर हिज 23 फोर्ट्स, अपने 23 फोर्ट्स को हैंड ओवर कर दिया आउट ऑफ 35 मुगल्स को. अब शिवाजी के पास में रिमेनिंग 12 फोर्ट्स थे. ओके, इसके अलावा सेकेंड पॉइंट था कि शाहजी भोसले जो थे उनको अपॉइंट किया गया था 5000 मनसबदार के रूप में इन दी मुगल कोर्ट. इज दैट क्लियर? इसके अलावा जय सिंह ने शिवाजी से प्रॉमिस किया था कि शिवाजी को मुगलों के साउथ इंडिया में जो स्टेट्स हैं, जो रियासतें हैं, मुगलों के अंदर आने वाले जो भी प्रोविंसेस हैं, उनका गवर्नर, उनका वाइसरॉय अपॉइंट किया जाएगा औरंगजेब के द्वारा. सो इन दिस वे दीज वर द 3 मेजर प्रोविजंस decided by Shivaji and Mirza Raja Jai Singh under the Purandar Treaty, which was signed in 1665. Along with that, Jai Singh also convinced Shivaji to visit the Mughal court. यानी शिवाजी को कन्विंस किया जय सिंह ने कि वो मुगल कोर्ट को विजिट करें. Finally, Shivaji accepted to visit the Mughal court. He visited the Mughal court in May 1666. Okay, Shivaji visited the Mughal court in May 1666, but there was nothing as promised by Mirza Raja Jai Singh. Okay, Aurangzeb treated Shivaji as a third category, as a lower category mansabdar, and along with that he was also imprisoned. Okay, finally Shivaji escaped with the help of his faithful Maratha comrades, Mawal comrades, and reached Pune safely in November 1666. Okay, after 1 year of this incident, means in 1667, Aurangzeb honored Shivaji with the title of Raja. Okay, along with that he also gave him the region of Berar. Is that clear guys? तो शिवाजी जय सिंह के कहने पे मुगल कोर्ट को विजिट करते हैं मई 1666 में. नवंबर 16 शिवाजी को अम्प्रिजन कर दिया जाता है, उनको बंदी बना लिया जाता है, वहाँ से वो एस्केप होते हैं नवंबर 1666 में. आफ्टर 1 year ऑफ दैट 1667 में औरंगजेब ने शिवाजी को राजा का टाइटल और इसके साथ साथ द रीजन ऑफ बरार या रियासत ऑफ बरार जो है वो दे दिया था. इज दैट क्लियर? फॉर 2 years मीन्स टिल 1668 and 9 Shivaji maintained peace, and finally after 2 years Shivaji revolted against Mughals. Okay, and gradually occupied all the forts which were earlier handed over to Mughals under the provisions of Treaty of Purandar. Okay, in 1670 Shivaji again looted the region of Surat. Okay, we can say that he again plundered the region of Surat. So region of Surat was plundered by Shivaji for 2 times. First in 1664, then in 1670. Okay, Shivaji revolted against the Mughals, means he became a rebellion against the Mughal Empire, against Aurangzeb. Okay, after that in 1674 Shivaji coronated himself as an independent ruler and adopted the title of Chhatrapati. Okay, Shivaji adopted the title of Chhatrapati, and in this way Shivaji Maratha became Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Is that clear, guys? Are you getting me? तो सिंपल सा पॉइंट ये है कि औरंगजेब ने प्रॉपरली ट्रीट नहीं किया, उनको अम्प्रिजन किया। नवंबर 66 में शिवाजी वहां से बच के निकल गए। 1667 में औरंगजेब ने शिवाजी को राजा का टाइटल और बड़ा रीजन दिया था। इसके बाद में 2 इयर्स तक सब कुछ पीसफुली चलता है। शिवाजी 2 इयर्स के बाद में रिवॉल्ट करते हैं और शिवाजी ने उन सारे फोर्ट्स को रिऑक्यूपाई कर लिया जो मुगलों को हैंड ओवर किए गए थे एज पर द प्रोविजंस ऑफ द पुरंदर ट्रीटी। 1670 में शिवाजी ने फिर से सूरत रीजन को लूटा। एट फर्स्ट इट वाज लूटेड इन 1664। इज दैट क्लियर? ओके। आफ्टर दैट इन 1674 शिवाजी ने अपने आप को एज एन इंडिपेंडेंट रूलर कॉर्नेट किया, यानी शिवाजी का कॉर्नेशन हुआ 1674 में रायगढ़ फोर्ट में, और शिवाजी ने छत्रपति का टाइटल लिया। एंड इन दिस वे अ मराठा एम्पायर लीगली स्टैब्लिश्ड बाय शिवाजी, यानी इतने दिनों तक शिवाजी जो एक रिबेलियन की तरह थे, अब वो एक इंडिपेंडेंट मराठा एम्पायर के राजा थे, किंग थे। ओके, एंड फाइनली शिवाजी died in 1680 common era. Is that clear, guys? So Shivaji was the founder of the great Maratha Empire who took birth in 1627, came in power from in the age of 12 years when he got the region of Pune. After that started the victory campaign from 1646 at the age of 19 years. Okay, after that Shivaji conquered the region of Barar, Chakan, Baramati, Indrapur, Raigad, and along with that most of the areas related with the Bijapur. Okay, two major struggles were there in the life of Shivaji related with the Sultan of Bijapur and along with that with the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. Okay, Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb sent 2 campaigns to cross the power of Shivaji. First one under the leadership of Shaista Khan. The next one was under the leadership of Mirza Raja Jai Singh. Mind it, Jai Singh first, Mirza Raja Jai Singh, not Savai Jai Singh or Jai Singh second. Okay, मिर्जा राजा जय सिंह और जय सिंह फर्स्ट। क्लियर है? यानी आपको ये कंफ्यूजन क्लियर करना है कि मिर्जा राजा जय सिंह और जय सिंह फर्स्ट अलग है, जय सिंह सेकंड और सवाई जय सिंह अलग है। इज दैट क्लियर? जय सिंह सेकंड जो थे वो जय सिंह फर्स्ट के ही सक्सेसर थे, यानी उन्हीं के डिसेंडेड थे, उन्हीं के वंशज थे। इज दैट क्लियर गाइज? सो इन दिस वे, in this video we discuss about the great Maratha Emperor Shivaji. If we talk about the major questions from this point, then the examiner can ask you that write a detailed description of Shivaji, first question, and along with that write a note on the major victories of Shivaji, who was the founder of Maratha Empire, where did Shivaji born, when did Shivaji born, okay, and when was Shivaji coronated, where was Shivaji coronated, and what was the title of Shivaji, when did Shivaji become an independent ruler, when was the Treaty of Purandar signed, along with that which were the major provisions of Treaty of Purandar. Write a note on the struggle between Mughals and Marathas, especially in the light of Shivaji. Okay, so examiner can ask you questions from this particular point in different manners, so there is no need to worry about that. Just take it easy and learn all these points, clear your concepts, and after that it will be very easy to learn the description of Shivaji. Is that clear, guys? So if there will be any doubt while watching this video in your mind, you can write me in the comment section. I will definitely help you to resolve all your doubts. And once again, I would like to tell you that there is no need to think that we have a lot of time. Okay, time is very precious, so don't waste your time. Use it for the improvement of your knowledge, for the betterment of your study material. Is that clear, guys? So about the remaining points of this chapter we'll discuss in the next video. Till then, stay at your home, be safe. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.